At the age of 24, I was sitting across the desk from my neurologist, and he looked at me and he said, "Susan, I don't know how to tell you this, but you have multiple sclerosis." Wow. He said, "And I've got 3 pieces of advice for you. First, avoid stress." That's an easy one, right? Second, don't do anything to exert yourself physically. And third, the kicker, if you were planning on having children, don't. Have you ever had the wind knocked out of your sails? Sort of that punch in the gut? And chances are it's probably been more than once, right? A couple of times in your life. The next pivotal moment happened for me when I was in my early 50s, recently separated from my husband, who was actually the man that I was dating at the time that I received my MS diagnosis. Living alone for the very first time in my life, scared shitless, really, and yet somewhat excited, thinking, man, I get to redefine my life right now. I can choose to do whatever I want. And sometimes the perfect person comes into your life at exactly the perfect time. No, it wasn't a man. It was my strength coach. And after I'd been working out with her for about 3 months, she looked at me one day and she said, "Susan, have you ever thought about doing a triathlon?" Well, after I stopped laughing and regained my composure, I looked at her and I said, "I can honestly tell you I have never thought about doing a triathlon." The funny thing was, though, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I wanted to know what it would feel like to push myself physically. I wanted to know what it would feel like to cross that finish line. I had a real internal struggle going on. My head was saying, "What the heck are you thinking? You're in your 50s, you've never trained for anything like this before, and you have multiple sclerosis." And my heart was saying, be kind of fun to try. Wonder what it would feel like to be able to do that. And I don't know about you, but when I find myself in a situation like that, I tend to read. So I read a bunch of books. Common theme was mindset. And what I learned was our mindset has an incredible amount of power over what we're able to achieve in our lives. After consulting with my doctors, I decided that, you know what? I'm going to follow my heart, and I'm going to train for a triathlon. I got a great group of people around me. Thankfully, I had my strength trainer, sports nutritionist, I had a triathlon coach, and then finally, after all the training, the big day arrives. Get into the transition area. I've got my bike racked, got everything laid out exactly as I've been told, and it's time to get into the wetsuit. So it's like, ugh! I don't know, has anybody here ever put a wetsuit on before? Yeah, it's like, oh my God, it is a workout. Oh, shoot. I've got it on backwards. Oh, God. Down, flip it, back on, finally wiggle into my wetsuit. And I look over and there's a group of people over there kind of smirking and laughing. And I'm thinking to myself that they're thinking, there is a triathlon virgin. Head down to the lake. My body achieves what my mind believes. I can do this. I've got this. Bang! Run into the lake, and it is quite honestly like being in the agitation cycle of a washing machine. I was smacked in the head, kicked in the side, pulled on the legs, finally managed to get away from the crowd of people and started swimming. And I was doing really, really great for about the first 2 minutes. Swim was a little longer than that. I started to panic. I couldn't breathe. My wetsuit was crushing my chest. It's like, oh my gosh, you can't quit now. You've barely started. Think, what are you going to do? Okay, try the breaststroke. Nope, that's not any better. Still can't breathe. Oh my gosh, I don't want to quit. Oh, there's a canoe over there. No, you're not going to quit now. Keep going. Figure this one out. Okay, side stroke. I was just slicing through the water at a blistering pace doing the side stroke. stumbled out of the water, got my legs back under me, reached behind myself to undo my zipper like I'd practiced 100 times in the shower, and somehow it's just not the same after the actual swim. And I couldn't get the zipper. All right, now what do we do? Well, I guess I could do the bike and run portion in a wetsuit, but that'd be kind of awkward. Oh, there's a man up there. He seems to be having problems with his zipper as well. Excuse me, sir. I'll unzip your wetsuit if you'll unzip mine. Problem solved. Got into the transition area, wiggled out of the wetsuit, got on the bike, and thankfully the bike course was flat and uneventful. Back into the transition area, ready to go out for the run. And this is when the mind games really started. Questioning, can I do this? Can I actually make it to the finish line? So here we go, we're on the run. There's a lovely lady named Mary, and she would run past me, and I'd say, way to go, Mary, you're doing great. And then I'd pass her, and she'd say, keep going, Susan, you've got this. Oh, my goodness. Finally got to the turnaround, and I looked at Mary, and I said, Mary, do you want to just run together for a little while? She's like, that'd be awesome. Okay. All right. How was your swim, Mary? She said, oh, not so good. I did the side stroke. Me too. Oh, my gosh. All right, we can do it. We've got this. Our bodies achieve what our minds believe. Keep going. Every step gets us closer to that finish line. Susan, look, there's the finish line. Are you ready? Hell yeah. We got it. Almost there. Yes! We did it. Oh my gosh. I can't believe we finished. And you know what the best part was about crossing that finish line? Looking over and seeing my 23-year-old daughter jumping up and down with a look of pride on her face and cheering for her mom. Damn, I wish my neurologist could see me now.